What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing a clan boss battle here, but this is going to be centered around the Xenomorph. Now we are doing a content creator challenge here, so I'm going to go over the challenge rules here with you guys on the right hand side. So the challenge rules: create a Demon Lord clan boss team featuring the Xenomorph. The poison focus team, and deal as much damage as possible. The top 3 CCs will be the winner in terms of damage. We're going to be doing Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Xenomorph must be on the team. Xenomorph poisons must deal the majority of the damage. No mythicals, no dupes. You can either manual, auto, or quick battle, and you must include total damage on the result screen in your video. Must use your own account. Can't use the test server for this challenge. So those are the rules for this kind of content creator challenge. Just for fun, we want to see what is the maximum damage we can get out of our Xenomorph in the clan boss team. So here is my clan boss team. We got the Mad Hatter, we got Titus, we got Demitha, and we got Martyr. So a couple of things here I want to talk about. Martyr is like kind of the champion you don't really see too often anymore, but she's one of the few champions in the game that brings team-wide counter attack. And especially for a run that will probably go the entire 1500 turns, I wanted to get as many attacks in as possible. And what better way than, fully extended team-wide counter attack. The other thing that Martyr brings is actually an A1 decreased defense, which is really, really good. It's not easy to squeeze into these types of teams. We also have weaken here from the Mad Hatter. Unfortunately, it is weak affinity here against Spirit Affinity. Wixwell is also weak affinity here to the Spirit Affinity, which is a little bit unfortunate because he's getting targeted for the stun, which is a little bit unfortunate. We do have Demitha here. She does bring the continuous heal buffs, so she's going to cap out our buffs. She does bring an extension as well, which is amazing. She doesn't bring much damage at all. She does have War Master and stuff, but she's not going to bring a lot of damage. The block damage is pretty good because it does prevent damage, so that means preventing damage from the shields, which means the shields last longer, etc., etc. However, after turn 50, the block damage is no longer going to work. But in the beginning, it actually lets them build up pretty quick. And then we have our Xenomorph here. He is going to be, basically just using the A1. I did shut down the A2, so he's going to be doing the A3 as well. The A3 gets boosted up with the more poisons on the boss. But we definitely want as much A1s as possible. He's going to get lots of A1s from the counterattacks here. That is placed on him by Martyr. Martyr is basically just doing the A1. We have her A2 and A3 shut off. A2 to open, and then we shut it off. I'll show you guys the presets afterwards, but everything's pretty much straightforward. Everybody's just extending as much as possible. Now if you guys want to build something similar, if you guys have Wixwell is the key. You guys can make a lot of other champions work with Wixwell, but Wixwell is the key here to making a team last a really, really long time. The damage dealer of choice can be basically anybody. I've made Wixwell teams with Kale, and Kale has been able to one key the Demon Lord clan boss very, very easily, even with very bad gear. But if you guys are interested, if you guys have Wixwell, all you guys really need to do is just surround him with buff extenders. There's obviously going to be some specific sets that you need to bring to make things easier, namely a shield set. You guys must bring a shield set with Wixwell so that you guys can have at least 2 shields going into the fight so that you guys can build it up and then protect your team. And that's kind of the way it works. So the other thing is having Wixwell fast enough or rotating back to his skills fast enough so that he can grow the shields and outpace the damage from the Demon Lord. So all these things put together here. I'm not going to be talking about strictly a Titus tutorial or anything like that. If you guys are interested in that, I will be providing some Titus videos in the show notes so you guys can check them out. And learn how to build a Titus team for yourself. But like I said, basically just surround him with a couple extenders. You do need a couple specific sets, some good presets. You want to prioritize the extensions and all that, and then just put 1 damage dealer there, and you guys should be able to hit a 1 key relatively easily. And yeah, we're not going to watch this entire run. This run's probably going to take a whole hour or so, but I just wanted to show you guys how this run's going. Looks like everything is very good. We have maximum shields. Once you get the small lines, small white lines, you're basically at the maximum. And then, yeah, we have lots of duration on our buffs, which is great. 3 extenders is very, very solid. You could make it work with 2 extenders if you had like a team-wide cooldown reduction champion like Donatello, for example. And then you just get more extensions out of that cooldown reduction. But I would recommend 3. Be very safe. There's not too many. The best one is probably Krisk, because Chris brings decreased defense himself, which is really good. And decreased defense will obviously improve the damage of your team. So if you have a team with Titus and Krisk, then your team's going to be pretty fitted for doing lots and lots of damage, or at least have a team that's easier to build around anyways, because Chris manages a lot. He manages a lot, right? But yeah, for us, we're trying to rely on this counterattack. Martyr's bringing decreased defense for us. I wanted to fit Podrick in here because Podrick brings the ally attack. It's very good, turn meter boost and all that. But you know, having the extra buff extender makes the run super safe. So I'm super happy with that. But anyways, we'll take a little break and we'll follow up at the end, and I'll show you guys all the builds and stuff and presets at the very end of the video. So stay tuned for all that. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go at the end of the battle here. We made 416.6 million damage here. Xenomorph doing 258 million damage. We got 15 million from Demitha. This is pretty much from War Master. Mad Hatter 13 million here, pretty much from War Master. Martyr doing 250. She doesn't have War Master. That's from her Brimstone. And then Wixwell here doing 100 million basically from Brimstone and War Master. So 416, that's a pretty good, pretty good total here. We didn't end up going the distance, which is the full 1500 turns for our total turns, but we're pretty close. 131 boss turns. I think we're pretty close to the maximum. Maybe we get 450 out of this, but 416 I think is a very solid number here. So I'm going to jump into the team. I'm going to show you guys what I was using, and then yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit here. So we got the Mad Hatter. He is in a reflex and impulse set. So how these sets work is basically you have 40% chance of reducing a skill cooldown by 1. So you get a chance at getting his buff extension ability back. Impulse, 12% chance to reduce a random skill by 1. Basically just a smaller reflex set, which is really good. So we put those two sets together, and then we're going to get more of this A3, right? Width of Madness. I also put this set here as well, 5% chance to prevent skill cooldown, just to be a little cheeky. I mean, we have 2 of those, so 10% chance there as well. But the main idea here is to try to get more of the A3, so you get more extensions, so your buffs don't fall off. We got Cruelty here. He is on a 5-star blessing, and then we got War Master here for the mastery. For Relic, we have the Malefic Talon. Mainly I use this for the crit damage because he is crit damage tuned with the shield set for my Titus team. So I just didn't want to remove the Relic here, but that's just a little bit extra damage here. In terms of overall stats, I don't think I have any clan boss boosts. I just want to double check. Nope, I don't have any clan boss boosts. 276 speed, you need about 230 accuracy only, so these are overkill stats here. But yeah, that's my Mad Hatter. So we're going to go on to my Wixwell. So this is my Wixwell. He's a 9-piece protection. This just gives a little bit of extra damage to the Xenomorph. So 75% chance per protected buff, 5% per buff, 5% damage per buff placed by this wearer. He does run a Volcardiac Heart, so I'm very fortunate to have this. So this gives us an extra starting shield, an extra couple buffs and all that. So that's really strong. And then we have him with Brimstone, and then he's in War Master here as well. So just 9-piece protection set, about 309 speed. He is the fastest one. So I put the extenders as the fastest champions in this team. Actually, he's not the fastest one. Demitha is the fastest one. But I put the extenders the fastest and the DPS as the slowest. Again, overkill stats. You want 230 accuracy only is needed for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Speeds, I would say 300 is also overkill. You're probably just looking for about 250 for everybody is totally fine. You'll still get great results. For Martyr, I have her in the shield set. You must bring a shield set here so that your team starts with 1 extra shield. You can have a shield set. So 1 shield from a set. It can't be a bolster set because bolster can't be extended, guys. So it has to be a shield set. And then you can have a shield from an ability. So that's Wixwell. Wixwell brings a shield on his A3, and then you can have a shield from basically a piece of gear, a piece of relic of the relic, which is the magma shield. So 3 starting shields is the maximum you can have. Martyr here with the shield set, she is running a little bit slow, but not the slowest, second slowest. And she does have enough accuracy to land a decreased defense. No relic, brimstone for some damage, and then no masteries on her. I mean, you can definitely build her out to deal damage, so she can pitch in a little bit. Not too bad here from Martyr, but she's mainly here to provide the counterattack buff, and then of course she can provide the decreased defense here as well. So you're going to get a little bit of extra damage from her decreased defense, but probably not too much. After that, we have the Demitha here. She is 9-piece protection. She does lay down a lot of buffs from the continuous heals that she places over and over, but she's mainly here for the extension. In the beginning, her block damage has some value because it protects the shield a little bit. She does have a 6-star cruelty, which is really good at softening up the clan boss. No relic. She's running War Master here from a old clan boss build. But yeah, that's her build here, 317 speed. So she's the fastest one, no accuracy needed. She definitely could be built for damage, but she's not. It's just here for 9-piece protection. And then the star of the show is our Xenomorph. Our Xenomorph, unfortunately, doesn't have a single blessing on him. But a blessing would have made him deal a lot more damage. Obviously, we have a 8-piece Merciless. I don't want him taking extra turns because that means he can outrun the buffs. So that's kind of the thing here with these Wixwell teams. You don't want to outrun your buffs. But an 8-piece Merciless does give him quite a bit of extra attack and extra crit damage. So I went for the 8-piece. And then I got this pretty cool Stone Cleaver Amulet, which is an extra 10% attack. So I ended up choosing that as well. Here are my total stats on my Xenomorph. 6.5k attack, 227 speed. Again, the slowest one in the whole team, 340 crit damage. And 23 accuracy. A little bit of accuracy to land the poisons. We did go with the Coronet, the Irethi Coronet. We do have the Boss Killer Gem here, which is nice. Now, I'm not too sure which one's better, whether the Coronet is better or like the Cat's Gaze for ignored defense. I'm not 100% sure which one it was, but I figured since I have decreased defense on, perhaps adding the increased damage would have been better, but I'm not too sure. You guys can let me know in the comments below which one you guys think is better. I think this is the whole ninja debate again. But here we did take the crown. Fully booked, of course. We have no blessing, like I mentioned. And in terms of masteries, I did take War Master here just because against the Demon Lord clan boss, he actually doesn't have crazy amounts of defense. So ignoring more and more of it is not as impactful, I feel like. So War Master is just really good. He has high HP pool, so it's just going to be dealing more damage. I did test out the poison elixir relic as well, the Arakan elixir. And I found that it did not work very good against the clan boss. I'm not too sure how it works against like the waves and stuff in terms of overall damage, but I didn't find it being that great against the clan boss. So I decided to use something else. Cycle Magic, not super important. I mean, you get more A3s, and then this one's really good. Master Hexer here, because you get the extensions on the poisons. It's very important. But yeah, so that's going to be his build. I think Merciless makes most sense. Just gives him ignore defense so that he can hit a little bit harder. The other build you could do if Xenomorph is not your main damage dealer is actually 9-piece Pharaoh. If you can do 9-piece Pharaoh on him, that would be pretty strong. Especially if he's in a team that has other really strong damage dealers. So for example, 9-piece Pharaoh, allies deal 5% more damage per debuff placed by this wearer. So if the Xenomorph is landing, potentially 10 debuffs, that's 50% more damage. That's very significant. So the Xenomorph could be a damage enabler instead of a damage dealer, depending on the team that you have him in. So that's really, really cool. He's a very versatile champion. I'm very impressed with this champion. I like him quite a bit. I'll show you guys the presets here just so you guys have an idea what you're working with. So Wixwell opens with the A3, increased defense and shield, and then it's shut off. After that, it's just extensions. You prioritize the A2 extension. And then, yeah, so Martyr, same thing, opens with the counterattack, and then everything gets shut off. She's just A1ing. Mad Hatter, he's going to open with the extension, and then after that, just prioritize the extension. I have the Xenomorph here with no A2s, and then just A3s and A1s over and over and over again. The Mytha, same thing, open with the continuous heal, and then prioritize extensions. So Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video here. Just a quick show here for this kind of challenge that we have going on with the CCs. Hopefully I did enough to win. I'm not too sure what other content creators are doing, but this is really just for fun to see what our Xenomorphs can do against the clan boss. Looking forward to seeing what other content creators have cooked up in terms of team comps. Obviously, I don't have a blessing. If they got lucky and they got a blessing, that's going to be a big boost for them. But it's not against the rules to use blessings. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this team, what you guys think about the Xenomorph in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching the video until the end. Make sure you guys give all the other content creators some love as well if you guys are interested in this. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.